physical changes during your spiritual awakening. Now, for those of you serious people out there who have been doing the work, at some point, you're going to experience physical changes during your spiritual awakening. I mean, I did. Now, some of these symptoms or changes are very scary. Some of them, okay. But overall, these symptoms are very, very tough to handle. You know, one of the things that freaked me out during this experience was my facial changes. Yeah, I said, Lord, what the hell are you doing to my face? And God said, I'm gonna make you more beautiful. I said, okay. You know, some other symptoms, my stomach just bloating out of nowhere. You know, aches and pains everywhere, all over my body. Even my package got larger. I was like, thank you, God. But then I was already physical changes you experience during your spiritual awakening, particularly in your ascension. Yeah. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego. Physical changes you will get to experience when you go on this journey of spiritual awakening. You know, now, a spiritual awakening is not only a spiritual matter, it's also a psychological and physical as well. Of course, I had no idea about all of this until I got to experience these symptoms firsthand. Now, one of the biggest symptoms, that stands out to me is exhaustion. Wow. And sleep. You need a lot of time to sleep, and your body's just exhausted. And now, of course, this happens in stages, and seasons in the spiritual awakening. When I look back, this journey has taken me about 7 years. Some of these stages was so blissful and beautiful and good, and some of these stages and seasons were complete hell. Looking back at it now, I really don't know how I passed this times. And each season or each stage for me lasted about 2 years. Now for you, it doesn't have to be exactly like mine, and it's not in a linear fashion. So I'm gonna share some of these symptoms to see if you can relate. Now the first one, guys, is weight fluctuation. On this journey, there's no doubt your weight will be all over the place. On the first stage, I had lost so much weight and I was skinny as I ever was. At the beginning of this journey, I was about 90 kilos, and then 2 years into it, I went down to 66 kilos. You know, people were so worried for me, particularly my family. You know, and also this is during the time when I was doing a lot of yoga, physical activities, you know, and also eating clean. And the second part of this ascension, all of a sudden within a month, I gained more weight than I ever did. I became so heavy. You know, now the reason why this happens is because your body is going through changes and you're releasing a lot of trauma. You're releasing your lower self. Now, if you're going through these physical changes, don't freak out about it. In time, it will all adjust to the best way you ever been in your life. Now, the second symptom that you will get to experience during your awakening is changes in your nervous system. Funny enough, a couple years ago, I had no idea what the nervous system was. Now, after this experience, I know a thing or two about it. Now, the best way I can explain nervous system to you is really a system that will interpret this physical world and a spiritual world. It's like, depending on how your nervous system is set up, you are able to perceive reality. Now, if you had experienced trauma and many other negative things growing up, these experiences get stored in the nervous system, which makes you behave in a way that is less than you. You know. Now, when you're going through this, since your trauma is getting cleared, your nervous system all of a sudden expands. It's funny, you feel like as if you get so much space within you. At times you feel like you're floating. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience, really. Now, when this nervous system gets activated, this it's so hard on your body. You become so sensitive to people, to things, you know, to also sound and light. Because your nervous system is going through an upgrade. You know, now the best thing you can do, guys, is to isolate yourself and begin to introduce the program that you want into your next life. Let me tell you something. It's the biggest blessing of all. Now, I've shared 2 symptoms. Now, let me share with you how to handle these symptoms, you know, when they show up. You know, the only thing I can say, guys, is to do what you are led to do at that time. You know, in the first stage of my awakening, I was very active. You know, it's like I was led to create and create and create. That's when I came up on YouTube and began to make all those videos for you guys. On the second part of my ascension, you know, it's like all activities stopped, which freaked me out a little bit. You know, one of my worries on this journey was Am I ever gonna get through this things? Everything felt heavy. My body felt heavy. I wasn't feeling at home in my home, in my own, in my own body. I wasn't comfortable. All I wanted to do was isolate myself. And let me tell you something. It was the best thing I ever did. Seriously. And the first part, what I forgot to say was I did a lot of yoga, which helped me a great deal, really. Guys, yoga will help you, and or exercise, however, because some of you religious people say it's demonic or whatever, whatever. Guys, all the way I see yoga is exercise. Exercise for the mind, the body, and your spirit. It's a good idea. But if you say you don't like it, then you can do other exercises. You can go to the gym or whatever. And also to get to close to nature, like I'm doing now. This is heaven, really. Okay, guys, subscribe to this channel, like this video. Until your next video, God bless and take care. Bye bye.